not again.
Relax, folks. Don't move around. Everything will be just fine. Where's the flashlight?
Far right.
It's 3 times this week. $480 for a new circuit breaker, and all I get is trouble. Where is this darn thing? Oh, here it is. Chrissy, you tell that guy Rustin, if he doesn't come out here tomorrow and straighten this thing out, I'm gonna bounce his flashlight off his skull.
He was here 2 times last week, Michael.
And did nothing. Thanks, John.
May I?
Oh, please do. I think it's rather romantic. Not when you can't control it.
Get a ladder. You know, for a young girl, you ain't got no soul.
Huh.
Why don't we just leave them on and turn the lights off? Come on, Chrissy, you can do your Liberace number.
I don't have the wardrobe for it.
Oh, come on, I'll be George.
You'll be hung over if you don't stop drinking. Hey, you know it's after 11.
Chrissy, somebody left the window open in the storage room. Was it you, Mel?
No.
Don't tell me you're worried about burglars out here in Shangri-La.
Oh, sure. I'm sure somebody's going to drive all this way just to steal my zircon rings and my cultured pearls.
We're in the country, Felix. If you don't want furry little visitors, you don't extend the invitation.
Maybe the visitors are something else.
Well, the kind of visitors you're talking about don't need open windows.
Now, what does that mean?
Well, there's a rumor.
I'm afraid Melissa's gotten a hold of a little local legend.
Mom, it is historical fact. Our history teacher told us all about it. There used to be a Spanish mission right here. And back in 1884, a man named Creel brought his wife to the mission. She was suffering from typhoid, and she died, and he went berserk. He murdered the priest, and he set fire to the mission with himself inside of it. They say that some nights you can hear him moaning for his wife.
Some nights you can hear me moaning for my wife.
Felix, that's not funny.
Well, everybody else laughed. Have all the previous owners met with mysterious deaths?
There was only one previous owner. He built the house, and he died peacefully in his bed.
And so much for the history lesson. More coffee, anyone?
No, but I will have another drink.
Oh, come on, Felix. Have a heart. It's been a long weekend. Everybody's tired. And we have to be up at 6 to get back to L.A. in time for work.
Is she right? Is everybody tired?
Yes.
Okay. A good trial lawyer always smells when to rest his case.
Oh, boo, boo. Good night.
Bedtime, sweetie.
Oh, good night, you two. Good night.
Those horses are so noisy tonight. I'm gonna go have a little talk with them.
Wait a minute. You give them a little treat.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll take that.
Oh. Sesame, what's the matter with you? Come here, no. Got some sugar. Justice. Justice. Now you be quiet. I mean it.
yourself out?
You have plans, do you? Oh, you do have plans.
Wait. Oh.
Oh, hi, baby. How are the horses?
Okay. There was a big gopher in the stable, so I guess he scared him.
You know, those varmints are getting so bold. I'm going to talk to Artie about them.
Yeah. Well, night.
Good night, sweetheart.
Night, baby.
Did you lock up?
Yeah.
Don't forget the lights, Mel.
Melissa.
Hmm?
She wants you to call her Melissa.
What's wrong with Mel?
Well, that was fine when she was your darling little tomboy. But now she's 16 and she thinks she should be called Melissa.
Well, why didn't you tell me yourself?
Because she was afraid she'd hurt your feelings.
You mean now I have two women in the house, huh? Hey, it's me.
Michael, don't do that.
I'm sorry.
Stomp your feet or hum or whistle so people will know you're coming up behind them.
It is unbelievably hot in this house.
Well, that's probably because the thermostat is set at 90 degrees.
90?
90.
Oh, you haven't had the furnace on in over a month.
Well, somebody probably thought it was going to be a cold night. So they switched it on without checking the setting.
You know something, Chrissy? I feel like a king. With all the driving time to and from L.A., the decorating problems, electricity, plumbing. Stand here and look at those stars, smell that air. Come on.
What?
Come on, let's go skinny dipping.
Oh, you must be crazy. I'm not going to go
most of
into
the great
that
kings are
boat.
crazy. We're going to...
I'm not going
The king just found his moat.
The king is all wet.
Come on, Chrissy, it's beautiful. You'll love it. It's wonderful to grow.
You must be mad. I'm not going to come in there.
Look, I'm the incredible sneaking man.
I'm going to get your robe and you're getting out.
Look, I've shrunk.
Don't splash me. No, rope first, rope first.
Lisa.
Ow,
Cold.
you're
Cold.
going to
Cold.
freeze to
Cold.
death.
Gonna freeze
You'll
now.
die of pneumonia. Melissa? is it?
Mom, somebody touched me.
Touched you?
But there's nobody here.
Mom, someone touched me.
Oh, you just had a dream, dear.
No, it wasn't a dream. Someone touched my hair and my face.
Hey, baby. Here's your somebody. A little breeze and a lot of imagination. Now, if you're going to tell haunted house stories, don't scare yourself.
Daddy, you are all wet.
So are you.
Mm.
Now, if you go back to sleep, I'll go finish my swim.
Okay.
Good night, sweetheart.
Good night, Mama. See you in the morning.
I remember the time when a woman who lifted a suitcase was either divorced, widowed, or homely.
Oh, come on, they're not heavy.
Oh, please, at least allow me the luxury of complaining. It's the last bastion of femininity.
We're going to be late.
Been a marvelous weekend. Can't say I envy you living way out here, but I'm happy that you're happy. You are, aren't you?
Of course. Melissa, it's time to go.
Chris? What about Melissa?
She's fine. Oh, listen, forget about last night. It was just a nightmare. People in the city have nightmares too, you know.
True. But somehow it gives me comfort to know that when I scream at night, I'm going to wake a lot of angry neighbors.
Audrey, do you realize that that thing over there is a well from the original Spanish mission?
That's terrific, Felix. Do you realize I had to carry out my own suitcase?
I'm talking about history, and you're giving me suitcases. You have no romance.
Me?
All right, folks, let's move. We're going to be late.
Yeah, we better get going. Thanks, Chrissy. If you get lonely while he's in the city, give me a call.
Do me a favor. If he comes out, dump him in the historical well. Now, you've called me. It's not so expensive.
I will.
I talked to Rustin. He's coming out today. I told him it's his last chance.
Here are your keys, sir, and your kiss.
Goodbye, Mom.
Goodbye, sweetheart. You want me to pick you up after school?
No, I'll take the bus.
Okay. Everybody have a good trip. Beautiful. Hello.
What's going on? Yeah, Kitty. He said he went across from me. Hold on. Felix, what a terrific house guest you are. Chrissy says you left the plug in the tub and the water's all over the floor.
Me? You roomed with me through law school. Do you ever see me take a bath? I'm a shower man.
Not Felix, probably Audrey.
Wasn't Audrey. One of the few things we have in common is a dislike for bathtubs. Showers are what keep our marriage together.
It's not Audrey either. What was the name of that guy Melissa was talking about last night? The one who moans for his wife?
Michael, I'm standing in the middle of a flood, and I don't think that's funny.
Okay, I'm sorry. Something else I'll have to get on to Rustin about.
Well, he's already been here.
Didn't you see the tub overflowing?
Apparently not. And he says if you want to sue him, just go ahead and sue him.
That man's incompetent. I'll get somebody else. Listen, don't wait supper for me. Felix and I are going to play tennis, so I'll grab a hot dog.
When will you be home?
Around 8. Love you.
Okay.
Well, that does it for today. Best be careful about the horses, though. Some of those gopher holes are deep enough to break a leg.
Well, can't we get them filled in?
Won't do no good. They'll be back overnight.
Well, I guess I'll have to get a professional exterminator in.
Well, you do what you want. Seems like a waste of money to me. A little lead in the head is what they need.
Artie, you worked here when the Reverend Sherwood owned the place, didn't you?
Oh, yes, ma'am, but he never had gophers like this.
Did he ever talk about having trouble with the house? You know, plumbing, electricity, anything like that?
No, ma'am, he never had problems like that, or I would have known about it. You see, the Reverend wasn't like most folks who come from the city. He always took the time to sit a while and talk. He was a good man. Terrible thing to die that way. He drowned in the pool, you know.
Pool? The real estate broker said he died of a heart attack in his bed.
Oh, that was Alton Haynes. He'd say anything to sell a piece of property. I guess those city folks are so darn hungry to come out here, they'll listen to anything. I'll be back on Thursday.
Who are you?
I'm just looking.
Mom!
I didn't mean to scare you, young lady.
Yes.
Are you the owner?
Yes. My husband and I.
My name is Gil Green, Dr. David Gil Green. This is a lovely place you have here, just beautiful.
Well, thank you very much.
Would you be interested in selling?
Well, we've just been here 6 months. We're just settling in.
I understand, but sometimes people buy a new home that doesn't live up to their expectations.
Well, I can assure you this place fills our expectations.
Well, I don't know what you paid for it, but I'd be willing to offer you a tidy profit.
Thank you very much, but this is our home, not an investment.
Well, why don't you let me give you my name and address? You can let your husband give me a call. I'm staying at the Palm Gardens Motel.
I'll tell him, but I don't think he'll call. I think, if anything, he's crazier about this place than I am.
I'm sure he is, but one doesn't know if one doesn't ask.
Goodbye.
Bye. It's beautiful. Just beautiful.
You? He's a creep. You want some?
Oh, no, thanks. I'll pass.
You passing ravioli for ice cream?
I feel like ice cream.
You nervous or something?
Why do you say that?
Because the only time you eat fat is when you're nervous.
I've been eating nothing but carrot sticks and celery all day. I can afford the calories.
Oh, we're out of crackers.
Oh, try that other cupboard. There might be some there.
No, that's not good enough. I need somebody out here tomorrow. But of course they're gophers. Now, don't tell me gophers don't come into houses. I had 2 of them in my kitchen. My wife and daughter are hysterical. All right, all right. Have them come out here on Friday. Goodbye. I can't get an exterminator out here until Friday. In the meantime, I think we ought to let Artie shoot them if he can.
Oh, thank you.
Some of this, baby? Go on, it'll calm you down.
Dad, I am fine, really.
Oh, really? Is that why you stuck yourself 27 times with your pins?
Shh.
I want to buy a dog. Maybe that'll scare them away.
How about a king snake? That'll really scare him.
Melissa.
Oh, I can just see us out there with bazookas and machine guns. Oh, Dad, you should have seen Mom dancing on top of the kitchen counter.
Oh, what about you doing a jig in the middle of the floor?
Oh, no, I didn't.
signs of any windows or any doors being jimmied, and there are no footprints anywhere.
The chain lock was off. Somebody could have come through the door.
Well, you're sure nothing was stolen?
I don't care if nothing was stolen. My daughter was half frightened to death.
Now, somebody comes into your house in the middle of the night without a forced entry. And I didn't steal anything. Just knocks a clothes dummy over onto your daughter's bed. Now, that doesn't make much sense.
The gophers jumping out of cupboards doesn't make any sense.
Well, now, you got a gopher problem. Anybody can see that. And you told me yourself you've been having trouble with the electricity and the plumbing. Those things I can understand. So isn't it just possible that your daughter had a nightmare and knocked the clothes dummy over onto the bed? And I mean, isn't it?
Melissa says she didn't dream it. I believe her.
Well, doesn't she ever have nightmare?
She had one 2 nights ago.
Well, Mr. Rhodes, I want you to know that I'm here to help you. And if you have a problem, you just give me a call and I'll be glad to come out. Ms. Rhodes?
Why did you put him through that, Michael? Do you really believe it was anything more than just a nightmare?
I don't know, Chrissy. 2 nights in a row. I can't remember Melissa ever having had a bad dream in her whole life.
I'm beginning to not like this house.
Hey, Chrissy, come on. It's our house. It's everything we ever wanted. Too bad nice don't change that.
Did you know that the Reverend Sherwood did not die peacefully in his bed? Drowned in the swimming pool. Artie told me.
Come on, boy.
Good grief! I didn't realize you meant this kind of a dog.
His name is Adolf.
Is he as fierce as his name?
Any beautiful?
I thought you were after gophers.
Well, it's not a bad idea to have a guard dog when we're this isolated.
I must say you didn't think that yesterday.
Hey, Mal. Want to see our new dog?
I'd leave her alone. She doesn't feel too much like communicating now.
I want her to get used to him. You too, Chrissy. Got to get to know this family. Who's that?
Oh, that's a Dr. Gill something or other. He came by yesterday looking to buy our house.
How come you didn't mention it?
Oh, it slipped my mind. We don't want to sell. I didn't think it was important.
Good afternoon.
Easy, fella, easy.
He's not very friendly, is he?
That's all right, I'm holding tight. What can we do for you?
Well, I was here yesterday afternoon. Dr. Gilgreen?
Hello, Doctor. Our house is not for sale.
Well, I can offer you a tidy profit.
Why?
I want the house.
How do you know? You have never been inside.
Well, it's such a nice setting. I mean, it's secluded and peaceful and quiet, and that's what I'm looking for.
There are plenty of houses like that, Doctor. I'm afraid you'll have to find one somewhere else, not this one.
Well, you know where you can find me if you change your mind. Good afternoon.
Easy, boy, easy. We'll be ready in about 5 minutes. Hungry, baby?
Yeah.
Red or white on the wine?
A little of both. That way we'll all be able to sleep tonight.
Looks like Adolph's onto a gopher.
Something's out there, that's for sure. What do you hear, fella? Huh? What do you fear? Look out.
Daddy, don't!
Adolf! Adolf!
dog got kicked to death, Mr. Rhodes.
If he did, it wasn't from the horses. Look, I don't know how he got in that stall, but he's attacking something. It wasn't the horses. They didn't start whinnying till after the dog was killed.
I don't understand.
Something or somebody killed my dog. I didn't dream it. I wasn't having a nightmare. I don't think my daughter had one last night either. Somebody's been on my property and in my house. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. I just want it stopped.
Mr. Rhodes, I've lived in the country all my life. And I know that sometimes your imagination...
Don't give me that city greenhorn stuff. I know what I heard. I know what my wife heard and my daughter heard.
Alvarado County is a big territory. I'm short on men and long on problems. I can't park a man on your doorstep with a shotgun.
Could you do it if I was born and reared in Alvarado County?
We patrol this area regularly. I'll have my deputy keep his eyes open.
You don't believe one word I've said, do you?
Mr. Rhodes, I'm an elected official. You're a taxpayer. I don't care whether you were born here or emigrated from Timbuktu, but I know this country. Now, I've seen horses stomp a dog to death before, and when they whinny makes no difference to me. Good night.
Scared, baby?
Not when I know you believe me, Daddy.
Come in.
Got a handball game in 10 minutes.
Now call Felix, will you? Tell him I can't make it.
Okay. Looked like you were partying all night. Mr. Kornblum needs these papers back by 3 o'clock. Otherwise, his mortgage goes up 0.5%.
Rosie, call the California Medical Association, will you?
Okay.
Hello? Yes, my name is Michael Rhodes. I'm an attorney in Los Angeles. I'm probating a will and I'm looking for Dr. David Gilgreen. He's not at his last known address. I'm not even sure he's a medical doctor. Could you check your membership, please? Yes, thank you. I'll wait. Yes, I appreciate that. Thank you.
What's going on?
I don't know. Some seedy-looking character wants to buy our house.
You're selling already?
That's just the point, Rosie. I'm not selling. I didn't even put a sign up. Turns out that this character is a doctor. His last mailing address is San Quentin Prison.
A prisoner?
No, a prison doctor.
So?
So why buy a house hundreds of miles away from your work?
Well, maybe he's retiring. I don't know why you're so disturbed. A man wants to buy your house. I think it's flattering.
Maybe you're right. Thanks, Rosie. How is she?
She'll be fine.
What happened?
I don't know. I guess she just passed out from the heat in there.
She's pretty dehydrated, but you keep feeding her plenty of fluids, and she should be up and around by tomorrow.
Thanks for coming out, Doctor. I appreciate it.
Anytime. Tell your mother I want her to come by and see me on Saturday for a checkup. I'd like to find out what caused her to faint.
Okay. Thank you very much, Doctor, and I'll tell her.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Are you awake, darling? Doctor's orders. Boy, you sure know how to scare a guy.
I couldn't get out.
What happened? Did you have a dizzy spell?
I couldn't get out. The door was jammed.
Mom, it opened easy for me.
Michael, it wouldn't open for me. It was like something was standing outside, holding it shut.
Melissa, you stay with your mother. I'm gonna look around.
Have you got any enemies?
I don't know. I never thought about it.
Well, you're a lawyer. Any of your clients ever go to prison?
I'm a tax lawyer.
Lots of people go to prison for tax evasion.
None of my people.
You know, I don't know much about these sauna baths. They're a little rich for my blood. But I did take a steam bath one time, almost passed out from the poor oxygen.
I don't like what you're implying, so drop it.
She could have gotten lightheaded, thought the door was jammed. Now, that seems reasonable enough to me.
Sheriff, I get the feeling the only thing that seems reasonable enough to you is whatever makes your job easier.
Sheriff, this is,
Oh, hello, Doctor. I'm Sheriff Berlinger. Would you come in, please? Surely it was nice of you to come down here and talk with us. You've, met Mr. Rhodes?
Yes. I hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah, well, so do I, Doctor. Mr. Rhodes here seems to think you're trying to harm his family.
Well, why?
Why do you want my house?
Mr. Rhodes. He thinks that maybe you're trying to frighten him into selling so you get the house at a better price.
I'm looking for a house, not a bargain. Mr. Rhodes, I told you I'd give you a profit. Just name your price.
Where were you this morning, Doctor?
Well, I was in and out of the motel, just driving around the country.
I hear you're practicing in San Quentin.
Well, I was up until 2 weeks ago. I had 9 good years there. I'm retired and looking to move down here, and your house is the best in the area.
Well, thank you very much, Doctor. Sorry to cause the trouble. Dave, would you say he gets back to his motel, please?
Thank you, Sheriff. And Mr. Rhodes, you know where you can reach me.
He's lying. Didn't you see him? He was scared stiff.
Lots of people are scared stiff when they come into a sheriff's office.
I want to know what you're going to do for my family.
Mr. Rhodes, maybe it's time you sit down with your wife and decide whether or not you're cut out to live in the country.
There's more in the pot. You want some?
I can't. I'll burst.
Okay. Hi, Daddy.
No. Okay, babe?
Fine. What happened?
Nothing. Bill Green denied everything. The sheriff believed him.
Well, maybe he's telling the truth. Maybe he doesn't know any more about it than we did.
Mel, I want you to pack a couple of bags for you and your mother. Enough clothes for a few days. You'll be staying in a hotel.
You can't be serious.
Now, listen, Chrissy, don't fight me on this. I want you both to be someplace safe.
If we go, we all three go.
It won't work. There's no guarantee that when you come back, the same thing won't start all over again. Don't worry, I'll be all right.
Now, how do we know that?
Daddy.
Michael, get that thing out of here.
Chrissy, you could have died this morning. Somebody jammed that door, waited around until you were unconscious, then walked away. He's watching us, Chrissy. He comes into our house. And it is our house. No one's going to take it from us.
You don't even know if anyone wants this house. It could be somebody with a grudge who's just having fun scaring us, or it could be a neighbor, or it could be an unhappy client of yours. You come barging in
I'm
here.
thinking of you and Mel.
No, you're not. If you were, you would know that we love you, and safety doesn't mean anything unless it's for all of us.
I'm not running away from what's mine.
Then we're all staying.
Mel? Melissa?
Hey, why are you looking at the house plans?
I don't know. There's got to be a reason for somebody wanting the house this badly.
Daddy, what makes you so sure it's the house that this person wants?
Maybe it's less disturbing to think it's the house they want and not us. Okay, get your sleeping bag, put it in our room.
Dad, I'm really not that frightened.
Come on, kid, those are the rules. We all sleep in the same room with the lights on. Go on.
Do you see anything?
Nothing. I guess I'm just reaching for straws.
What do we do tomorrow, Michael?
I drive Melissa to school. You come into town with me.
And how long do we do that? Guns? Dogs? What next?
Sleeping.
I guess I'm nervous.
Scared. On our honeymoon, you were nervous. There's a difference.
Michael.
Easy.
It's the fuses. Michael, he's in the house.
Can't be, Chrissy. Every door and window is locked.
No, don't go out there. Call the sheriff.
You call him.
Michael! The phone is dead. He's cut the lines.
Stay here with your mother.
Michael, please don't go out there.
I have to see what's going on.
Damn your stubbornness! What are you trying to prove? It's dark out there. You can't see anything. What are we going to do if something happens to you? Please, wait until morning.
Daddy,
What, baby?
what's happening?
Michael?
Oh, no. Mommy, it's him. It's Kieran.
No, it's all right.
I'll kill you, so help me God! Help! Help! I'm going out there.
No, Daddy.
Michael, it's a trick. They want to get you out there.
Help!
Wait until morning, please.
Help! It's light enough.
It's all right, darling. It's morning. Go back to sleep.
Wait.
Hold it. Percy, get the sheriff. He's dead.
Who is it?
Gilgreen!
Ellie's holding breakfast for me, Walt.
After being married to you for 42 years, she's used to it. Now, what do you make of this?
Well, it looks like he slipped, fell in the pool, and drowned.
Yeah, it sure looks that way to me.
I'll get him on the table after breakfast.
Well, you let Dave know on this, will you, please?
Going somewhere, are you?
Sacramento.
Well, I'll call Dave before dinner. Have a good trip.
Yeah, I want to try. I can just get away from here. Well, I guess you were right all along. Kind of like divine retribution, isn't it? I mean, a man comes out here to do you harm, he ends up dead.
Why would a man want a house so badly?
Well, I guess there's no figuring people. I got a plane to catch.
Thanks, Sheriff.
I didn't do anything.
I know.
I'll have the telephone and electric companies out this morning. I'm sorry about all this.
Mel sleeping?
Ah, yes. You're not going to the office, are you?
Nope.
Michael, it's over, isn't it? It was Gil Green. Then what's bothering you?
The why. What was so important about this house?
I don't care if we never find out. Let's get some sleep.
You go ahead.
Good night.
Good morning, Mr. Rhodes.
Artie,
Those gopher holes are getting worse.
I got an exterminator coming out tomorrow.
Had some real excitement here last night, huh? Gilgreen, eh? Doctor.
Did you know him, Artie?
I found this over by the old well. I figured I'd give it to the sheriff.
Mind if I look at that?
I guess it wouldn't hurt. There's $157 in the billfold. I counted it up.
Mr. Fessinger, please. No, it's important. Tell Miss Michael Rhodes. Felix, I need a favor.
Blonde or brunette?
Come on, be serious. Now, look, a man named Raymond Cirola was sent to Folsom Prison in '51. Can you find out what happened to him?
Okay, I'll get back to you.
I'm on my way to the office, so call me there, okay?
Right.
Thanks.
Hi, you've got about 17 phone calls waiting for you.
I'll get them later. Did Felix call?
Yes, he did, and he left you a message. Raymond Cirola was transferred to San Quentin in 1962. He died of cancer in the prison hospital a week ago.
And that's it.
That's what?
Get Chrissy phone, will you?
Sure.
Hello. Oh, hi, Rosie. Thanks.
How you doing?
Fine. Melissa and I are just now on our way out for a ride. How are you? You okay?
I'm going on pure adrenaline. Hold on to your riding breeches, Chrissy. I got this whole thing figured out. 23 years ago, a guy named Raymond Cirola and two others robbed an armored car in Alvarado County. The cops were after them, so they buried the money. The other two were killed. Cirola was sent to prison for life. He never told anybody where he buried the money. He probably figured he was going to be paroled someday. Instead, he got sick. He was dying in San Quentin Hospital. He told the San Quentin doctor his secret. I think that's why Gilgreen wanted our property. I think there's $700,000 buried on it someplace.
You're serious?
Absolutely.
Well, did you call the sheriff?
Now, look, Chrissy, this is between you and me. I'm on my way home. We'll work the whole thing out then. Love you, baby. Bye.
Okay, bye.
We going?
Oh, yes. But let's make it a short ride, huh? I think your father will be home soon.
You've got to call Costine and also Taylor. That's about it for the urgent ones. And your sister called. The dry cleaners is looking for money, and Sheriff Berlinger's office called.
When'd he call?
About 10 minutes ago.
Better get him for me.
Okay.
Sheriff's office.
Michael Rhodes returning your call.
Mr. Rhodes, I'm afraid we have some bad news for you. Seems that Dr. Gilgreen didn't drown. He was strangled. The coroner called in, and I called the sheriff up in Sacramento. He said I should let you know.
Get over to my house.
Well, Mr. Rhodes,
Get over to my house right now. Get my family out of there.
Yes, sir.
My phone number. I can't remember my phone number. Left already. Rosie, this is important. You keep on the phone. If Chrissy answers, tell her I want her and Melissa to get in the car and get away from the house. Get to the sheriff's office.
What is going on?
I haven't got time to explain. Just do it.
And Mom, I'll take care of it.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Hello?
You're going to get a brushing now. Come on. Here. That's a boy. There you go.
Melissa! Come here! Melissa!
What's the matter?
Rosie called. Dad wants us to get out of here right away.
Why?
I don't know. Hurry!
Mom?
In the kitchen.
Didn't Rosie say why?
She just said that Dad was very upset and he didn't want us to pack anything but just to get out and go straight to the sheriff's office.
What's the matter?
I can't find the car keys. I know I had them here. They just...
Mrs. Rhodes? Mrs. Rhodes? Mrs. Rhodes?
Chrissy.
Welcome home, Michael. Throw the gun over here, Michael. Come on, Michael. This is your little girl here. That's good. The name is Pratt. John Jacob Pratt. Look behind you, Michael. Pick them up.
Let her go.
Don't you tell me what to do. I'll pop her eyes! Pick them all up, Michael. You're all going to dig. Think of it as a contribution to archaeology. Would you like to know what we're after?
$700,000.
Ah! So you figured it out, huh? Very good. Hold still, honey. Come on. Come on. Okay. Start digging. Right here where I'm standing. Come on.
If you're holding her, she can't dig.
I like holding her. Was a little lady like this that sent me to prison for 10 years. Man, I hated her. I love her now. Hadn't been for her, I wouldn't have met Sorolla.
Let her go.
You fool, you know I've killed 2 people for this money.
How long do you think it'll be before they come out looking for that deputy? This money was so easy to find, you could have dug it up in one night while we were sleeping. Right now, you need all of us.
Go on, crybaby, get over there. Start digging.
How do you know this is a spot? Sorolla buried the money years before this house was built.
Well, he said about 10 feet from the well in line with that big eucalyptus tree. Now, of course, he could have been off a few feet here or there because he was running from the cops at the time and he didn't have time to drop a tape measure. Dig. Dig! You know, I don't know who's better looking, the mother or the daughter. I love watching you. I love it. I just had a regular picnic going from window to window, seeing it all. Ooh. Now that James Creel, that was a gift. You know, I never knew anything about ghosts until you talked about it. Michael. Michael. Now, I have to admit, Michael, you had me going a couple of times. You know, that dog was a problem, Michael. And then Gilgreen, that idiot, that quack, he comes looking for me with a gun. No more Gilgreen. Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do. Michael, you know that I have an IQ of 155. Can you beat that? I'm a genius, Michael! And I got a grade 10 education, and I spent 10 years in prison. I bet you don't come close to my IQ, and you're a big shot lawyer. How about that, Michael? Ooh. Hey, Chrissy. $700,000. Chrissy, would you go away with me for $700,000? Huh? Dig! Dig! Melissa? Come on, little girl. I'm not gonna hurt you. Just answer my question. Michael, you don't have the guts? Michael, you're such a funny man.
Percy, run! Run!
Morning.
Morning.
You got some gopher problems.
Right now, it seems like the least problem I ever had in my life.
Shall I take a look?
Over by the pool.
I'll get my gear.
Michael?
You okay, babe? I almost blew it, didn't I? I never realized the women in this family were so tough.
Well, you being of the old school, you never gave us a chance to prove it.
Was that bad?
No. I like car doors open for me. You know, I can't believe that we're here and the sun is shining and it's all over. Hey, it is all over, isn't it?
Sure.
Well, Mr. Rhodes, I guess that's it.
You find anything?
Yeah, we found nothing. Either Pratt got his signals crossed or Cirola was lying and the original builder found out.
So now what?
Well, now we go home.
Wait a minute. What about my lawn?
Well, I'm sorry those men have to get back to county work.
Come on, I want that hole filled in.
Well, I'll have the county assessor come out.
When?
Knowing him?
Isn't that just great? Get terrorized, half killed, now we probably wait 6 months to get the hole filled in.
Hey, you want to see something? Here, look. I guess when the Reverend Sherwood built the house, he went and he moved the well.
What?
Look at this. A, location of old well. B, new location of well. B, there it is now.
Now, wait a minute. They've been digging on the wrong side of the pool. They should have been digging over here on this side.
Oh, Michael, you should call the sheriff, don't you think?
I'll think about it.
Looks like I found a nest.
Let me see. Daddy, this is the spot.
Yeah, it was.
Was what?
It was $700,000.